Hello lovely yogis. I'd like to share with you a few postures and how we can take them from a very beautiful simple pose through, as we develop our strength, into a stronger pose. Now, like all house buildings or any building, you start with the foundation and then you move on to produce something solid. It's exactly the same in our yoga. We need to start with the ground rules first and then build. Strength never comes from aggression. It always comes from a place of the heart and the mind, so that we are congruent with the movement and moving from one level through to the next stage, if you like. The first one is a very simple pose, and I'm sure we do it in most of our classes, and it is simply Bhadrakonasana. We sit in this position, butterfly, the beautiful butterfly, and you'll often see people flapping their knees. That's not a particularly good idea because it does weaken the tendons. However, by sitting up strong and strengthening, our knees may or may not go down. However, it's the pressure in the knees that gives us the greatest work. Okay, so that's where your strength comes into it. From here, I'm going into a couple of the tummy movements that are very beautiful for any beginner. However, as we develop, we can make them a little bit stronger as we develop. So coming back, instead of dropping back or those things, we lift and we lower back, just like that. And we can bring the knees in and up into a lovely tummy strengthener. We can bring the knees in to have less work. As we develop our strength, we can bring the feet further out. And that is a very lovely extension to a very beautiful, simple pose. So we extend the legs right out. Also, when we raise the legs directly up, again, some people you know can only go to there. Alternatively, if we go to here, then we can hang on to that foot while we lower the other one. Okay? We can bring that up. I have handy my block. Bit noisy, sorry. So again, you can extend in this way by holding your block and letting that leg just sit above. Now that's strength. That's where we can work to. We can learn to transfer that block very carefully and lower down the other leg. Isn't that wonderful? And bring that one back up, using your breath all the time. Then pop the block in between your 2 feet and very controlled. Breathing, breathing, breathing all the way down so that our block rests with our legs. There's a lovely strength in that. And inhale coming up, always come up with that lovely straight back. Use your hinges, not your back. It's the same with Matsyendasana. Some people will never get that leg across. To find the strength is if your legs go to here, the strength is in the turn, it's in the lift, it's in the movement itself. As you develop, that left knee comes in line to the central chakra and through to the third eye. Big toe, knee, sternum, third eye. Position, in this case I've got my right leg up, left hand, Om Mudra, and take your right hand behind. Don't let your knee slip out. Keep it up. That's the strength in this pose. Keep turning, keep turning. And it's such a beautiful, strong movement. And then we bring our legs back very gently without bringing them back quickly or whatever. The next one is the Savasana, the shoulder stand. It's one of my absolute delight poses. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways of coming down, which are truly, truly wonderful when you have developed the strength in your body. So coming down, and again, I always say to my students, use your hands to go back. Keep that lovely straightness in your alignment, really, in your back, and come down. So rest, check that you feel comfortable, you know, do a little adjustment if you need to. Hands slide underneath. Legs, if you're a beginner, you will take the legs from here and you might come to here, pop your fists underneath. Now, that's where the building blocks start. You may be to the point where you can raise the legs, stop because you need another inhalation, inhale, tip the legs up and coming into Savasana. Such a beautiful pose. Now we can bend and come down, very controlled, breathing all the way. And that's a lovely way to come down. To add to that, like our building blocks, there's another way to come down, which really does use a lot of strength. So up we go again, into position, right up on the shoulders, bend the left leg, right sole, and make sure your hands are right at the side. Inhale, then exhale, come down as you breathe, nice and gently. Bring the other leg down, and it's strength, strength, strength. Inhale, lift. Always, always do Matsyasana. Ribbon under there. Inhale, lift, and come through to seated. That's strength. That's building on your strength. Again, a couple more I want to show you. Over on our tummy, I'm going to fold my toes under. This is dog facing down. Hands are spread. Get the spread in your hands as much as you can. Shoulders right over your wrists. Come into plank. Then inhale, lift your sit bones right up. And then push back, stretch right back. You may want to extend that leg. You may wish to raise the leg, but don't tip your hips. That's not strength. That's out of alignment. So we come into here and bring that foot back. Beautiful, beautiful pose. Inhale, we come forward. And when we exhale to look up, we don't want to drop. That's not strength, that's weakness. So we look up there, not too high, just halfway. Inhale to plank. Exhale, again, push, push, push back. Get onto your hands, push those hands. Beautiful, beautiful feeling. Coming back to your knees and gliding back. All that is wonderful, wonderful strength. Okay, so just let me say again, strength is not in aggression. Strength is in your breath. It's in your heart. It's in your soul. Strength is built layer upon layer. So get your basic asana correct first. Always remember alignment, 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 and then you build on that. Thank you for this opportunity. I hope I've helped you. I hope you can move through to that wonderful feeling of great strength. It's a fabulous way to do your yoga, is to work towards something effortlessly. So thank you very much. Hari Om, Tat Sat, Namaste.